All of us have to work together. There's differences of opinion on a lot of issues, but the end result, the great success story has been working together. Because if you don't, you see what happens. It's then individual personalities overtake political philosophy, certain agendas that not attuned to the community take us over. People from the outside come in and try to move the agenda. Your agenda is very simple right here. It's all about the quality of education that we give to another generation of our children. And Chicago is a city of immigrants, our past, present, and future. And never believe there's something wrong with you because everybody's an immigrant in America except Native Americans. We have to remind ourselves that's what makes Chicago so strong. Immigrants coming in and younger people from around the country moving to Chicago, and immigrants. And immigrants have the vitality and strength of understanding, of sacrificing for their children, realizing their children and grandchildren, they want them to have a better way of life. And that's been immigrants in Chicago, in this country. And we cannot turn our back upon immigrants. If we do, we turn our back upon our own families. And I think that is the strength of our great city. This dedication of a school reflects 22 years of people that have really worked hard. What is the highest priority? Everybody can give me a lot of priorities. I firmly believe is education. Because if we give you a good quality of education, I give you the tools for life. You're not going to fall through the cracks. You're not going to be the failure society. You're not going to be the underclass. And that's what education is all about. And to me, it is always a struggle for every student. No one's an A student completely. You have to work at it. No one gives you that. You have to work at it, continue to work at it. And that's the key about education, of never giving up, and always a culture of learning. And that's why we build schools and libraries. That's why we talk about a culture of learning in the family, in the block, in the community, in the church. It always has to be a learning process. It isn't something you go to school and learn. They help you, but it's in your family, it's in the community, it's in all the adults making sure that your child is getting a good quality education. And choice is important. It can't be a one system. If it's a one system, there's no competition. And we've seen far too long, we don't have competition, it fails. And it does fail. And that's why many of the charters that are going up throughout the city that I fully support, I don't care what people tell me, I support those. Because it makes us a better city. And I'm very proud of that. And the Brighton Park Elementary School, when you think about this type, the modern schools across America, is funded strictly by local taxpayers' money. Tax increment financing. A lot of people have talked about tax increment financing. We would not be at all these schools that we have dedicated because we have not received state or federal money. The state doesn't put it in the budget anymore. But your senators are fighting for portions of that to make sure your own senators and representatives to get money back into the school district for infrastructure and remodeling and renovation that we can update all of our schools. When you think about $5.5 billion for 22 years we spent on our school system, we have opened 47 new schools since 1989. Where no other city in the nation are building new schools. They're not building libraries, they're not building fire police stations or adding things in the community. They say we can't afford it. But you can afford things, it depends what your priority is. The highest priority has to be education. If it's not, then you lose everything else. You cannot build it. They cannot be the engineers. They can't be the tradesman. They can't be the lawyer. They can't be the financer. They can't be anything in life because we failed them in the most important aspect of life is education. So I'm very proud of all the commitments that we have made. When you think about one of the 37 schools that are serving the 3 communities, it is amazing. And this is a 3-story complex, 105,000 square feet, 900 students from pre-kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. Includes traditional classrooms, science lab, computer lab, music, art classrooms, library, gymnasium, dining facilities. The project is paid by TIF, tax increment financing, $47 million. When I tell that to the other mayors, and how do you get this? Well, because the elected officials all working together to say this is a priority. And I'm very, very proud of that. When you think about modern schools across America, last fall we opened Solero Academy High School in Gage Park. The first freshman class is enrolled this year. We had a new grade for the next 3 years. and that's after Officer Eric Solero, who was killed in a traffic accident in 2006. And again, we remind ourselves of people who sacrifice for this city, and that's an example. That individual police officer, wonderful police officer, had a great. He was going to have, one police officer that was going to be one of the top stars. And he killed in the line of duty. And you think about that. Last fall, Marina Azulu Elementary School, we opened up Irina Hernandez Middle School for the advancement of science in the 14th Ward. It serves 1,100 students from 6th through 8th grade. And Chicago Public Schools have built new additions, campus parks, playlots for 20 other schools in this area. It's amazing. Daley College renovation, $8 million. We're looking at a brand new Daley College. We think it's very important to update that with a brand new Daley College, which on our agenda to do that. We're renovating some of it now, but we think in the long run, public transportation is important. Orange Line is the key to success for both industrial, both for jobs in the downtown area, and also for the environment. So you know how much we put in the Orange Line, over $410 million, and it's amazing. You can get in and out of the southwest side very rapidly with public transportation. And again, the Midway Airport is the economic engine here. One time it was closed. We put $800 million into it. It generates a huge activity, about 94,000 jobs related, $4 billion in economic activity. And it's really to revitalize not only Midway Airport, the whole southwest side, which is really important for us. Libraries, the new Garfield Branch Library, Archer Heights Branch Library, Clearing Branch Library, which has really made a difference because libraries are part of the education process. It's part of the community. And I always look at communities. How many children go to libraries? It's amazing. Yeah, and that's it. Raise your hand. You know why? Because it's all free. It doesn't cost your parents any money. You can go to a library. You can go 6 days a week. Now think of that as for a library, and your parents can go with you. Even during the summer months, you can go there, and it's a great learning environment with technology and everything involved, and that's why I'm very supportive of libraries. I think, to me, that is essential for all the communities, and to me, the Park District is, from our viewpoint, all the different playgrounds. We are renovating each ward completely. New adjacent park 484, over 9 acres. The more open space we get for the environment, for the playgrounds and safety is really important. New firehouse that we engined 88 in 2005, which we've done. Transportation, modernization, traffic lights and street improvements, industrial street improvements, resurfacing. We've done a huge amount, $30 million in improvements from all the way from Scottsdale Plaza to Tootsie Roll Factory, all the way to thoroughfares dealing with the access of trucks. You know, we have a lot of trucks here in the southwest side. Growing up in Bridgeport, we know a lot about trucks and operations of business, but you need them here. You need business to employ more and more people. Yesterday is up on the northwest side. I'll give you a little story. A fellow came here 10 years ago from Turkey. He has about 150 people employed, textile industry, 150. He has 27 ethnic groups working there. He says the best workforce. He has a business in China as well. This is the best workforce. He talks about the immigrants and how important it is and how important these young people are and where they're going in their businesses. He has salespeople around the world. He has catalog people and give them all their opportunities, not just the people working there, but they're family members. So family members, they connect with family members. And again, it shows you how important immigrants are to our city. Senior citizens from Senior Suites, Autumn Green at Midway Village, Gage Park Senior Suites, all those are important because you have a team. And when you have a team, we all work together. And if you don't work together, who loses out? Or each and every one of you lose out. And that's why from Alderman Ed Burke and Alderman Leville, Alderman Zalewski and the City Council, it's always been a team, and what is good for the community is good for the entire city. It's a big puzzle. You put things together in each community, and eventually everything started attaching. And so that's what the city is all about. And I thank you for the great honor of being mayor of this great city, and to say to you that I'm very proud of all the people that have really made this city. It isn't one person or one family or one name. It is not. It is your principal, it is your teacher, it is your parents, it's a patrol group, it's a local school council, local council on libraries, local council on parks. It is people that go every day that are concerned about one thing, your future. And that is why I'm standing here. It is your future. Take advantage of everything you have in school, because you'll be standing here very shortly in so many different capacities in your life, with not only your own family, but as leaders, respectively, maybe in government, in the private sector, in professions. And to me, that's what life is all about. I had the great honor of meeting President Obama very shortly. He's coming in with Michelle to arrive here today, which is really important because this is his hometown. It is a difficult job. We all know that, it being President of the United States, but he does have the passion. He does have the commitment that he sees a better and brighter America, which we all have to believe in. We have to get away from the negative attitude about us. We're great people. I mean, everybody else wants to come here. I came back from China, and all the people in China just talked about America, you know, how great it is, and I love to come here. And it's amazing. I don't think we realize that. We don't realize that we're such a diverse population. We have immigrants. We have everything going. We just have to have a little more positive attitude about who we are and what we're going to do. The recession is hurting people, but still, you know, our grandparents went through the Depression. You talk about hurt. That was hurt. That was unbelievable. This is nothing compared to the Depression. And if you read history about America, you never thought that was America in the 1920s and 30s. And this is a recession. I know it's tough, but we can get through it, and we're going to get through it. And I thank you for the great honor of allowing me to be your mayor and to be a public servant. I deeply appreciate that. Thank you very much.